Hey Diamond, so I'm going to talk a little bit today about opening up your opening up your second CBC once you hit 2-star. So this has definitely been a topic or a theme that we've been talking about a lot lately, and something that I want to make much more widely known, that we're not just building to diamond, we're building to 2-star. Because once you hit 2-star, you're truly duplicating yourself. Because if you hit diamond, that doesn't mean you're going to hit financial freedom. Diamond is just a stepping stone. And on your way to diamond, you really want to, take notes and understand how you are getting yourself to diamond, because that's how you're going to help someone on your team also get to diamond themselves. So when you're a 2-star diamond, that means that you're a diamond coach yourself. You have 12 active coaches in your downline, and on each leg, you have at least one diamond on each leg. So if you are a diamond coach that has 2 diamonds on one leg, you will still only be considered a 1-star diamond. But once you get a diamond on that other leg, then you'll have 3 diamonds and you'll be considered 3-star. Okay, so the really important thing when you're placing coaches is to have 1 and 1. When you're moving to 2-star, and a lot of times it's going to be your emeralds. So when you get to diamond, you have 2 emeralds emerge. Help them get to diamond. And I would say my best advice to getting to 2-star, and something that I struggled with a lot, but what you guys can do is just take your people with you. So especially if you're a newer diamond, take your people with you and say, hey, I'm building my account to diamond, come with me. Okay, or I've just built my account to diamond. Here's how I did it. Here's who I talked to. Come with me. And ultimately, you guys, once you hit diamond, I think a lot of people stop and they think, okay, now I've got to go into management mode. But truly, you have to keep recruiting. Management mode really never comes in with this business. We need to have systems, which we've created, I've created, your upline has created. We all have systems to make sure that your people get on board efficiently and fast, right? So that means that you don't necessarily have to sit there and manage them, that you can focus on recruiting for your business. Because the more you focus on recruiting, the more likely you're going to get self-starters, and you're going to get people that want to build. Because ultimately, the people that you get on this on your team and in your business, not everybody's going to want to build the same way you do or I do or whatever, right? So you've got to continue to recruit. That's how you get to 2-star. That's how you get to 5-star. That's how you get to 10-star. And then upwards of 15-star. That's how you hit elite. Okay, you got to keep recruiting. Okay, so what happens, so once you hit 2-star, which means once you are a diamond and you get 2 diamonds, what happens is then you have to hold that for 6 weeks. So there's a qualification period for 6 weeks. You have to stay in 2-star diamond qualification. Once you have officially stayed for 6 consecutive weeks, you are then considered an official 2-star diamond, and you will be recognized as a 2-star diamond. At that point, you will also, if it's 6 weeks that are consecutively in one quarter, then you will earn the 2-star diamond bonus pool, which is usually about $800 to $1,000. So it's a nice little bonus that you get for hitting 2-star and holding it for 6 weeks. Okay, in order to continue to get that bonus, you have to at least hold 2-star for 6 weeks out of every quarter. And that'll be for another call. We'll talk about that again later. But once you are officially 2-star, then you can open your second CBC, and you open it by filling out a coach application, basically signing up yourself. You have to have a new email, you get assigned a new coach ID, and you do buy a challenge pack to sign up your second CBC. Cool thing is that your first CBC then gets 2 Success Club points from that second CBC. And when I say CBC, I mean Coach Business Center. Okay? So when you're signing up your second CBC, when you email in the actual coach application, or you fax it in, you have to very specifically tell them where you want to place the second CBC. The second CBC should always be on your weak leg. There should be no question of why it should be on your strong leg. If you have a strong leg, it should always be on your weak leg, okay? If your legs are even, then you need to say, okay, where are my upcoming diamonds, so that you know, because your goal is to get your second CBC to diamond, just like you got your first CBC to diamond, okay? Once you get your second CBC to diamond, that counts as a diamond on your first CBC. So like right now, currently at this very moment, I'm a 7-star diamond coach in my Coach Online office. And one of my diamonds is my second CBC. Okay. So, you need to talk to your upline about placement for your second CBC. You guys can always come to me for placement as well. But really it should be going on your weak leg. And if you have a spouse's account, it should be going on the weak leg on your spouse's weak leg. Okay. And we can talk more about that if you have questions about where to place that. Okay, but what to do when you get it. So once your second CBC is open, it takes about a week to get it open. Basically, you're going to be assigned a new Coach ID, and you'll have to log in to see the online office for your second CBC. I believe Beachbody is working on getting a Coach Online office where we can see all of our CBCs in one view, which would be really cool. But for now, you have to log in separately to see your second CBC. But any new customers that you have, you're going to sign up under your second CBC, because any challenge pack sold on your second CBC, all the Success Club points are going to roll up to your first CBC. You cannot earn Success Club points on your second CBC. It all rolls up to your first. So when I have new customers coming on board, I always send them the link or send them the mobile enrollment from my second CBC. Okay, so I'm sending them that. And the reason why I'm sending it for my second CBC is because if the volume is coming in on my second CBC, it's going to give me team volume in my first CBC. And in my case, it also gives Adam's business volume. Okay, so by selling a challenge pack, the same as what I was doing as a diamond coach, now I'm selling it and I'm getting team bonus from that same challenge pack. So I'm basically adding income from doing the same amount of work by having my second CBC. It's legit. It's awesome. You need to get it open, right? Okay, so it definitely helps skyrocket your income. Okay, so all new customers go there. You're still going to have old customers that are going to order stuff that are going to be in your first CBC, and that's okay. Because one thing that you want to be aware of is that as a 2-star diamond coach, you have to keep 200 PV on your first CBC. Okay, on your second CBC, you want to get it to Emerald as soon as possible. And the reason why you wanted to get it to Emerald is so that you can start building team cycle bonuses and team carryover. Eventually, you are going to get your second CBC to Diamond, but at the very least, you need to get it to Emerald as soon as possible so that it can take advantage of the spot that you've put it in. Okay, other things to consider with your second CBC. You know how you need 90 PV HD in order to qualify for Success Club. You need to move that 90 PV from your first CBC to your second CBC. I have no personal orders going through on my first CBC. Why? Because when I make a personal order, if I order it on my second CBC, I get team volume up through Adam's account and then through my first CBC. So I'm really ordering stuff for a lot less because of the team cycle bonuses that I earn on that. Okay, and when you have your 90 PV on your second CBC, that will qualify for 90 HD on your first qualifying for Success Club. Okay, you just have to, again, make sure that your first CBC has 200 PV, which means that you need to definitely make sure that you have customers that are reoccurring. I mean, my first CBC has customers reoccurring all the time, okay? So I have plenty of PV on that one. I'm just trying to think what else. Really, I think that's it for your second CBC and 2-star, but really 2-star is where you want to be focused and where you want to be teaching your people to get focused. And here's why. Because if you are trying to hold 2-star, if you're trying to hold 5-star, if you're trying to hold 10-star, the best way to hold that is to get your people to 2-star. Because if your people can hold 2-star, meaning your diamond, sorry that got cut off from one of my alarms, but if your people can hold 2-star, then that means they're going to be more likely to hold Diamond, which means you're going to be more likely to hold your rank. Because in order to hold 5-star, your diamonds have to hold Diamond. The minute they fall out of Diamond and they go to Ruby or Emerald, you've lost 5-star, okay? So you've got to be pushing your people to 2-star and showing them the benefits of 2-star. So not only the bonus, but also the second CBC. That's really the biggest thing about 2-star is getting that second CBC open. Once your second CBC is 2-star, and that's going to take a year, that's going to take 2 years. It takes a while to build CBCs. Once you get to 2-star in your second CBC, you get to open your third CBC. You can open up to 25 business centers per person. That is crazy, okay? That is some crazy stuff. So the sky's the limit really with the income, right? So you want to make sure that you're getting your people and everybody to 2-star, and then working towards getting your second CBC to 2-star once you've met goals in your first business center. It's hard to juggle, but you've got to really have a plan, and you have to sit down and strategize and say, what are my goals? I've had my second CBC open since July of 2013. And right now it is March of 2015, and hopefully soon in the next couple months I will be hitting 2-star in my second CBC. So it's definitely a long process, and you just have to be patient and know that if you're doing the right things, time is on your side and it will pay off. Okay, guys? So let me know if you have any questions about 2-star, but I've also created a document in the Diamond page that's going to give you some solid information in text surrounding this. Okay, see you soon.